Shauna Beardsley. I am the owner of Inbalance Pilates here in Tucson, Arizona. I am going to be sharing my combo class. It's half sculpt, half empower, and this class is a little more accelerated, a little more fitness based, minimal downtime, maximal burn. We're starting with with footwork. So we'll need a ball, we'll need our weights, springs are set, and then go ahead and just lie back. I'm going to go through this quickly. My sets are usually about 30 seconds a piece, but for the sake of getting through this whole class fast, I'm going to go a little bit faster. So I'll have you lie down, heels are on the foot bar, balls right between the inner thighs, weights in hand. We're starting with breath with movement as you push out. Take an inhale as you come back in. Exhale, flexing the toes back, straightening the legs all the way. The ball is going to get us a little deeper into our inner thighs, our adductor muscles. So we do this for 30 seconds. We'll come in about halfway, hold it, pulse the ball. So we're pulsing the ball for 15 seconds. That's going to get us deeper into our inner thigh muscles. And then we hold it, pulse arms and legs up and down 15 seconds. And then we push out, bring it home. Second round with the ball is on the arches. So we just slide down plus elbow taps. So we'll push out, punch up, bring it in, tap down. Next, we want to check in with our form and alignment. So looking for our neutral pelvis and spine. So finding that stability through the hips and the back. Committing to that as you move in and out. We'll come in halfway, hold it, pulse the ball. Squeeze and release on that ball, 15 seconds. And then 15 seconds of pulses, up an inch, down an inch. Oh, I don't know if my speaker's getting messed up here. And then push all the way out. We'll bring it back in. Third round with the ball, toes on, parallel, plus a skull crusher. So as you push out, we punch up. We'll come back in, bend at the elbow, press out and up, and back in. Heels are lifted, tightening through that powerhouse next. Think about tightening into your abdominals three-dimensionally, lifting up through the pelvic floor, squeezing the glutes. And then after 30 seconds, we come in, pulse that ball. Squeeze, release. The slower the better with those pulses. So you want that concentric eccentric contraction. And then we pulse up an inch, down an inch, legs and arms. And after 15 seconds, we'll push out, bring it home, and then we get rid of the ball. So 2 more rounds to open up the hips, heels wide, plus a bench press. So we go out, tap those dumbbells right over the chest, bend the knees, bend the elbows wide to the side. So I call this sumo squat, bench press. We've touched on the breathing, the form, powerhouse, and then posture. So relax the shoulders down, open through the chest, lengthen through the neck. As you push through that foot bar, think about growing taller. And then we come in halfway, pulses for 30 seconds. Flexing the toes back. It's going to get us deeper into our quads. It's going to challenge endurance. After 30 seconds, we push all the way out. Bring it back in. 1 more round. Toes on, sumo squat, hug a tree. Push, hug, pull, and open. Heels are lifted. We're breathing, enjoying that carriage as we move in and out. After 30 seconds, we find those pulses. 30 seconds here. Final round of pulses. Up an inch, down an inch. It's probably a couple of inches, but you know what I mean. Keep it small. Last one, push out. Back in. Slide the toes to the middle of the bar. We finish with calf raises. So we push out 1 time, lock the legs straight, lower lift the heels. We can add a bicep curl. Squeeze the glutes. Working ankle mobility and strength. And after 30 seconds of that, we alternate into our prance, alternating arms. Good. And then arches on, foot massage, always the best way to finish footwork. Pausing on any trigger points or tight spots you may find here. And then bring it in, reach the legs over, roll out the calves. using that foot bar like a foam roller. Going into bridge. I'm going to leave the springs the same just to give a little more support, and we need that ball again. So we got rid of the weights. We have the ball. It's going to go behind one knee. Since this is an accelerated class, we're going right into unilateral bridge. So right here, we start to peel up into that bridge, lifting the hips, articulating back down. For this, I had us going for 30 seconds, up and down. And then after 30 seconds, we hold up and just pulse the hips up for 15 seconds for that final burn. Roll down, and then we switched legs and go right into the other side. So with that bridge, trying to keep the carriage as still as possible, articulating vertebrae by vertebrae. Bridge is a exercise focusing on our hamstrings, our glutes, our low back just a little. So here we hold, pulse it up 15 seconds, and then roll back down. And then we did one more round, took the ball out, reached it up to the ceiling. We lifted back up into that bridge, and then we did 10 sweeps, point, and flex. I'll just give you 2. And point down, flex up, stabilizing that carriage, and back down, and then roll back down, relax. So right after we did our bridge, we stretched it out with some core work. So the ball went between the inner thighs, or between the ankles, arms are long. We did a series of 5, so we started to pump the arms, inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. I gave options to inhale, extend out, exhale, bend back in, or advance it, just hold those legs out, continue pumping. We just did this for 30 seconds. After that, hold the ball in front of the chest. We're going into crisscross. So you reach one leg out, twist to that opposite knee, and switch. So it's our single leg stretch, thinking about precision and control. So after that, we went into double leg stretch with a pass. So you're going to reach the ball over to the ankles, reach arms and legs out, pull it in, pass the ball to the ankles, reach, and pass, and reach, pass, and reach. So that was round 3. Round 4, we did our scissor stretch. So both legs reach up, crunch up if that's available, drop one leg down, pass the ball, switch, switch, switch. Did that for 30. And finally, we finish with our lower lift, ball between the ankles, hands behind the head, reach the legs up, down and up with those legs. We only did 15 seconds of this. This was like the final little burner here. Going into hands and straps, I give some options for springs. 2 reds is heavy, red blue's medium, and the red yellow is going to be lighter. Clients lay back down with the ball again. I think this is the last little series with the ball. So lay down first. This is the easiest way to get into it, I promise. And then lift your hips up. Ball goes right underneath your sacrum, or right under the hips. Grab the straps, small straps in the palm of the hand, legs to table, and start to press those arms down and up. So first round, single leg reach. We're doing our lat pull down. The head stays down to act as an anchor point. We did this for 30 seconds, challenging pelvic stability, challenging the core. And then after that, we did 30 seconds of a double leg reach. I gave the option to go back into the single leg reach or just hold in tabletop. And then after that, we went into triceps, back to that single leg reach. Think about precision and control. Elbows stay on the mat, tucked in tight by the side. And we did a second round of 30 seconds with a double leg reach. Both legs go out and in. And then after we did that, it was 2 minutes total on the ball. We then take the ball out between the ankles, or it goes between the ankles. Nice little low back release there. Hold that ball, and then we go right into our T press. So for this one, option 1, just the arms. Option 2, add a crunch. Option 3, add the legs. Option 4, hold the crunch. So plenty of ways to progress this. We can reverse. And then we did circles both ways, squeezing into that ball. And after we reversed it, we hung up the straps. And so hands up, feet down, hang up those straps, Take the ball out. You can let the knees rock side to side. All right, so tuck that ball away. We're going into planks next. So we grab our short box. Here at our Oro Valley location, we have the light boxes. So these go right over the shoulder blocks. For springs, I give a red as like a standard for your planking, or a blue is a little harder. And then we did a minute with our first round. We had feet on the platform, elbows down on the box. And then the first round is a combo move. So press out to that plank, one shoulder hinge, out in, one scooter, in, out. So shoulder hinge to scooter. So we did this for a minute. I give options to rest, honor the body whenever you need to. But after that minute, we came in, we rested, we did another minute with twisted scooters. So we press out, find our plank, bend the knees to the right elbow, push out, bend the knees to the left elbow, push out. So doing that little side cinch, that crunch, rib to hip. We did this for a minute and then rested, and then side planks. So here's how I progress into a side plank for a multi-level group class. I'll just do one side. So I like to start in a normal plank, feet are on the platform, go out, find that plank. So level one, just turn the feet. You're still gonna engage the core, both elbows are down for stability. Next step, turn the arm, turn the body a little, but keep the hand down. And then after that, we can progress to hip or reach up to the ceiling. And we did 30 seconds with each side. And then we bring it in and relax. After our plank series, we went into a single arm series on our short box. I recommend the blue for this one because the red is a little too heavy. The yellow, we have a yellow in our studio, so that could be offered as super light. And then I had everybody straddle the box. We kept a short box. We faced the parking lot first and then the back of the room next. But one foot on the headrest, one foot down, and then grab your strap. Long strap is going to be lighter. Little strap is a little bit heavier. We started with our Lady Liberty or overhead press. And I gave this as an option 1. And then I gave a next level or next layer option 2 to come up to stand. And I think the long strap might be better for this. Maybe a soft bend in the knee as you go up and down. And it's not as scary as it looks standing facing the side with the box. It kind of helps to support you a little bit, and it's kind of fun. And then after that, we went into our rotations toward the foot bar, toward the mirror. I think I could use a little extra tension for that. This one's meant to strengthen the spine in rotation, working obliques. And then after that, draw a sword. So I gave options here just to do abduction, adduction of the arm, and abduction plus extension, retrograde that movement, come back in. You can go abduction, extension, straight arm comes in, almost like you're stirring a big pot, or straight arm goes out, straight arm comes back in. So different layers for multi-level. It worked out really good. So we just did those 3 rounds. We turn around, did it all on the other side. After that, we went into a standing side split series. I'm going to leave on the blue because that's where we started, and then also grab weights. So whenever I'm standing in a group class, I like to leave the foot bar and the box just for a little extra security. I'm going to get rid of that. And no fancy way to get in. I probably break some Pilates rules with that, but you know. So first round, we went out and in for a side splits. I even offered a gondola pole for some clients, and we did a lateral raise. So very similar to a jumping jack. So we did this 30 seconds, working inner thighs as the focus. Second set, same thing with a front raise. And then I offered to do maybe a single arm alternating, or if somebody had chosen some 8s or 10s, put a weight down and just do one weight. So we did 30 seconds of each, and then we reached down, add a red, pop that guy on. We did some side skier with a tray. So flip the palms up, sit down into a squat, carriage goes out and in. It's supposed to be heavy. One red, one blue. Gonna work that side booty. Add a tray, out, in. Good. Feels kind of good though, working the hips. 30 seconds. And then after that, we came up, turn around, did it all on the other side. After I trust the clients, I'm like, just get off whatever way is easiest. So, all right. So for most of my classes, that was enough, and we went into feet and straps. For one class, I wrote in an extra part. We got through all of that pretty quickly, and so then we got some extra lunging in. So for this, again, I left the short box, foot bar, but we went down to one red. And then heels to the edge of the box, or however is easiest to get up into this, doesn't matter. Hands are on the foot bar, you press out, and then we find a lunge position here and open the chest. And then we did some flamingos coming in, landed in lunge. We even went down to the floor, lunge, flamingo, alternate, land on the platform. So we did that for about 30 seconds. And then we kept the foot on the platform, find a turnout with this foot against the box, and we finished up with a warrior 3. So we reach those arms out. You're going to push the carriage out, bend it back in. So you press out, side splits, return. We did this for 30 seconds, and then we did it all on the other side. So for the sake of cutting the video a little bit short just to get you through everything, I typically keep my feet and straps the same, and that allows clients to relax, tap into flow state, connect with their breath. So we did up, down, froggies, circles, Peter Pan, and then we stretched. So if you've watched some of my other videos, it's very similar. It's the same thing. Same thing with my footwork. I typically keep that relatively the same. That allows clients to check in with their body, hone in with their practice, and connect with their breath. So I like to keep the beginning and the end basically the same. Sometimes I switch it up just for fun, but everything else in the middle kind of gets thrown around a little. Well, thank you for watching.